Hi guys!
Hello!
And welcome back to our channel.
Today, in this video, we're gonna talk about building your financial success in Canada. Whether you've just arrived to Canada and starting to build your future, or you've been in Canada for a while and just recently started thinking about building your financial success, this video is gonna give you actionable steps towards building your wealth as a newcomer in Canada.
So, we all want to have a worry-free life. We want to be able to buy a house, travel the world and buy everything you want and need without having to worry whether or not you'll have the money to do that. And that's what you expect as a newcomer to Canada, because those are the tales that we are told about Canada. Move to Canada and you will have your American dream. But that's not that easy.
When I came to Canada 11 years ago, I quickly racked up $40,000 in debt. I had to take on a loan to go to university. I also didn't know how to use my credit card properly, so I was paying 20% of credit card interest. And I also really wanted to have a car, because I thought it was cool. So I took on another loan. There's certainly a handful of things that I wish I'd done differently. I started looking into personal finance topics about 4 years ago, and knowing what I know now has completely changed my life for the better.
Yes, guys, please don't repeat her mistakes. For instance, when I was planning to move to Canada, I did a lot of homework, because not being in Canada before, not even as a tourist, for me it meant that I had to learn a lot about each system and how it works in Canada from scratch. Banking system, pension plan, RSP and TFSA, taxes, investing, and so much more. So this video will be sort of an express course through the knowledge that we've collected and applied in Canada. And hopefully all this information will be an inspiration for you, so you can grow your wealth in a more efficient way. Let's get started.
First of all, it's very important to acknowledge that these are uncertain times. Inflation is at all times high, housing prices are going 5 times faster than the level of income rising, and the world's conflicts are unfolding before our own eyes. Well, my answer to that is the times are always uncertain. There's always something going on. So there is never a better time to start thinking about your financial future and your wealth as soon as possible. In fact, if the times are uncertain, your main goal should be to start thinking about future-proofing the life for yourself and for your family.
And you should start by building your credit history. Good credit history is so important in Canada because it's used as an indicator of how trustworthy and reliable you are when handling finances. Good credit history is required when you're going to rent an apartment, get a car loan or a new credit card, or purchase a house. And it's even used by your employers as a part of your background check when you're going to start a new job. Simply put, good credit history equals trustworthiness. Building credit history is easy. First, you just need to pay all your bills on time. Second, make sure you get a credit card soon and start using it for everyday purchases. Just make sure you don't spend more than you actually have in your bank account, and always refer to your statement's payment due dates and make sure to pay the full amount each and every month. If you want to learn more details about building your credit history, you should check out this video by Anastasia. It provides a detailed information about credit cards and credit history in Canada. Another tip would be that you can start tracking your credit score using Borrowell. Borrowell helps people make good decisions about credit. It provides free credit score reporting and monitoring, as well as tools to help you improve your financial well-being. You can sign up using our affiliate link below and start using Borrowell for free. My second big advice would be, once you get your credit card, start using it. Don't use cash or debit card. Almost every credit card has some sort of rewards program too, so you get perks for spending money. Don't get trapped by spending more money than you have with it, but do take advantage of those programs. These credit card programs can help you save money on gas, everyday purchases, groceries, clothes, and more. Cent by cent, dollar by dollar, it all adds up. And as you use your credit card and pay it on time, you build on your credit score. Once again, Always pay your credit card in full before the payment due date to avoid additional fees. Also, don't forget to make a full research to choose the right credit card for you. Using your credit card intelligently will allow you to save money on some things and get perks that support the lifestyle you have. As a newcomer who doesn't have a credit score yet, you will likely benefit from a credit card that has no annual fee and doesn't require for you to have a credit score. I would recommend you to look into Neo Secured Credit Card. For those of you who don't know, Neo is a digital-first alternative to slow-moving and rigid banks in Canada. They offer their secured credit card at no annual fee, and you can apply on their website and get approved within minutes. With this credit card, you can get 1% cashback on everyday purchases and up to 15% cashback for some partners' first-time purchases. We will leave our affiliate link in the pinned comment below, so you can go ahead and check out their secured credit card. And they offer regular credit cards too. I mean, I wish I knew this when I just came to Canada, because I think Neo is very newcomer friendly, so you can start building your credit history very easily.
Now that you started building your credit history, it's time to start thinking about saving money. I cannot stress enough how important it is. Statistics Canada reports that in 2018, Canadian households had an average net savings of about $1,100. By 2020, this amount had increased a tiny 1.7%. What this tells us is that many Canadians may not be able to pay their bills in case of an emergency spending need. So if you start thinking about saving money early after arriving to Canada, you will set yourself ahead of many average Canadians. The earlier you save, the better off you will be in the future, and the earlier you will retire. Research also shows that people that have savings in their bank account have happier and less stressful lives. That is because you stress less about some unexpected things that might happen in your life. Things like losing your job, having a medical emergency, or an unexpected repair to make. Hit a like button if you're already saving money on a regular basis.
But wait a minute, the most common objection I usually hear is, well, I don't have any money to save. I work minimum wage or I spend it all to pay my bills. So what should I do? Well, here's what you can do. Budgeting. How closely do you track the amount of money you spend on a monthly basis? Because I'm pretty sure you track your paychecks very carefully, making sure that the amount you get is the right amount from your employer. Well, you should do the same when you're spending. According to statistics, only 47%, which is less than a half of population in Canada, do budgeting, and the other half has no clue where their money goes. A budget is a plan that helps you manage your money. It helps you figure out how much money you get, spend, and save, in order to spend and save wisely. In order to budget, you should look at how much you spend on a regular basis, and once you do, delineate what are essential expenses, like rent, food, utilities, and bills, and then look at your nice-to-haves, like random Starbucks coffees, bottles of beer, streaming subscriptions, and so on. What are you spending money on that is unnecessary? So I suggest you look into something that you could pay less of every week. Maybe it's coffee, maybe it's beer, maybe it's one less takeout meal. And there you go, you have an extra few dollars you can put away as savings every week. It doesn't seem like a lot, but over the course of the year, it can turn into hundreds of dollars you wouldn't have had otherwise. Let me know in the comments below what is that one thing that you are willing to give up so you can put some money aside for investing and saving.
Now that you're able to save money, it's time to start investing them wisely. Personally, for me, investing was the hardest thing to wrap my head around. The idea of putting money into something and having a chance of losing some amount of that money was really hard to wrap my head around. I just had a lot of anxiety around putting my money into something that had a certain chance of losing it. And even though most investments go up over a period of time, the fear of losing money was overthrowing the desire to make more money. It all changed the moment I've discovered that because of inflation, $1 today always costs less than $1 tomorrow. So I was mind blown that putting your saved money aside and doing nothing with it is a guaranteed way to lose money. There are many ways to invest, and if you don't know a lot about it, we recommend you start with long-term investing into stock market using your tax-free savings account or TFSA. TFSA account is an account available to all residents in Canada, and the name speaks for itself. It allows you to not pay tax on the money you make from your savings or investments. We would recommend trying out a robo-advisor platform that automatically helps you save money and invest them on your behalf. It will cost you nothing in the beginning or very little, but you can have the peace of mind that your money is being invested and managed by professionals. All you have to do is make sure you have automatic deposits scheduled and keep an eye on how your investments grow over time. Just don't panic if it goes down for a day or two. It always bounces back over time. And before you start investing, make sure to educate yourself on TFSA and RRSP, as well as basic stock market investment strategies, and also different platforms that allow you to do the investments. And if you'd like some guidance on those platforms, please tap the like button and leave a comment below. We'll try to answer your questions or maybe even make a video about it in the future. There are many more ways to invest, like buying property or house, but for the sake of this video, we focus on the easiest things first. And if you're still scared to invest, the last year's research shows that around 40% of Canadians are actually doing stock investments. And I bet it's the same savvy 40% that does their budgeting.
And talking about taxes, this would be the next thing we highly recommend you understand. Tax systems differ between countries, sometimes significantly. It's even different between provinces in Canada. And we all pay taxes, and we will be paying taxes till the day we die. So I certainly think it's important to understand the engagement you're in till the end of your life. Understanding how tax works in many cases leads to managing your money in a more effective way, and oftentimes even saving on tax. That's right, we've all heard stories about how rich get richer and they pay less or no tax, and you can pay less or no tax too, if you know how the system works. For instance, if you have ever held 2 jobs, you've likely been slapped by a year-end tax owing to the government, or received a smaller return than you expected. And the same thing can happen if you change several jobs within a year, or get a raise, or even get a bonus. Nothing is more disappointing than getting a $1,000 bonus, but seeing something like $600 reach your bank account. Taxes can bite real hard. So in order to avoid such unpleasant surprises and to be able to manage your taxes once you start investing, we definitely recommend you get familiar with how Canadian tax system works. Learn about how tax brackets work and what are some tax deductions you might be eligible for. We made a video breaking down some basic tax concepts in more detail, and we will share this video in the description box below, so do check it out if you want to be smart about your money.
If done right and well, you will thank yourself 5 or 10 years from now. Here's what your investment and savings curve would look like, and its angle will only depend on how much money you're saving and investing on a monthly basis. Tell us a little bit about your experience. What steps did you take to start building your financial future in Canada? And if you haven't started yet, what's preventing you? How can we help?
And thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button below and subscribe to this channel to be the first one to know when the next video comes out. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye friends!
Take care!